My good sir, I would like to present to you the beginning of a legendary solo adventure where we start by venturing forth into the mysterious wilderness. And so you can see, we stumble across one of the more common species native to the island of Rust, the Bokid. You must take caution when approaching these lazy yet ambitious creatures as they are very hostile and defensive in nature. But when you only have a mere rock in your possession, you must use your tongue to lower his guard. Wait, my brother, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. This is like...
What?
In the world of Rust...
What the heck?
In the world of Rust... Oh wait, there's two good kids there with guns. It doesn't matter what you say, so long as it grants you a hole, an opening to take the initiative. And once they turn to retreat, that is your signal, my good sir, to take chase. Oh, you gotta lock in, bro.
Have fun with that.
I just realized that you're not just an idiot, you're a big...
Oh my god. Sorry bro, this is skill diff. Thanks to I Love Refrigerators here, we had just gotten enough resources to literally build our base minutes after spawning on the beach. The plan at this stage is to disappear into the dense foliage of the jungle. Of course, I am not one to beg, but wallahi bro, subscribe to the channel. One of the many reasons that the jungle is a powerful ally to the solo player is because of the many water vendors that can be found inside of it. Wait, you can buy a rev with bullets. Luckily for us here, we find an absolute masterclass of an NPC selling a revolver and pistol bullets for scrap. So, with now less than 10 minutes in the server so far, we had already jumped ahead of many of the other players on the server. Now, with gunshots coming from just over this ridge, even though we had a full inventory of building materials, I could not deny the temptation to just have a small peek into the action. Except, I was not the only one being teased by all of the commotion. What the hell? This is going to be very useful though. Evidently, this massive fight was quickly becoming a hotspot in the jungle, luring in grubs like moths to a flame. It could be cooking here. There's two of them. In order to profit from this gunfight, I would have to wait for the perfect opportunity to 8th party the fight, loot as much as I can, and slip away without getting overwhelmed by the grubs. Oh my god, Tommy. The third party was legendary though. But we're actually cooking. This will do, this will do. This will do. Not having enough inventory space to loot anything, it was finally time to make our base, or at least a temporary shack, so we can quickly go back and finish looting all of the gear just lying on the floor back at that fight. Who's hell shooting at? They're cooked. No way I died to the jump peak. But unfortunately, we get absolutely penetrated. The fight was over at this point and all of the loot lost to the grubs in the jungle. So we pack our bags and head to the shore to set down our humble abode to shelter us from the terrors of the night. Boys, it's a beautiful day. It's raining in the jungle. Oh my god, that scared me. No! Hello sir, this is Masterclass. Hello, this is Masterclass. Can I have a tool please? Maybe a pickaxe or an axe. I'm a friendly bloke. Hello sir, this is Masterclass. Poppy Poopy. How are you? Neonic, good evening, good sir, good evening. Hello, do we have microphones for communication? It's quite a serene night time. The blissful rain is pouring on my face. It's all over me. Oh my god, thanks bro. Oh, do you have an axe? I need like an axe for wood. I like your base by the way, it's very nice. Oh, thank you, Neonic. You are absolutely, God bless you both. God bless you. May luck be forever in your favor. Fuck you, bitch. Thanks for your fucking loot. Now we run away into the night time where they will never find us. Alright, boys, the plan is we need to get around this mountain to this road. And hopefully, we can follow this road up to the ends. We need to traverse the landscape inside the jungle. It's a bit scary, I must say. It's quite frightening. In fact, it's quite shocking. Oh, good morning, my good sir. Bro, 115 scrap for a rev. Are you stupid? Oh my god, gun crates here. No way. Huge voice screen card. Oh my god, he got fire arrows.
You motherfucker.
Now the plan at this stage is to definitely get to a better build location. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with living in the jungle, but after assessing the map, the northern beach here, next to 3 blue card monuments, satellite dish, sewer branch, and the harbour, on top of being right next to small oil rig, this was an absolute masterclass of a prime build location. However, as the cargo ship had docked at the harbour which we wanted to build next to, making this area the hottest in the land in terms of PvP, definitely it was not a good time to start building. So we depot our inventory temporarily once more in a raided base to see if we can scavenge any loot at harbour. Oh my god, don't mind if I do. 2 crossies. Oh my god, literally all the grub gear we'll ever need. We managed to recover some early game grub gear here. These will come in very useful in the near future. And after the area had settled down a little bit, this was the prime time to do some scouting along the coastline in our new neighborhood. Oh my god, bro, no I died.
Fucking idiot. Stupid cunt.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. It's just a joke. Come on. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Nah, but no, this guy's got saw. Nah, I'm actually cooked. Yes, P2 kid, lock in. Yes, he killed him. Yes, P2 kid, the GOAT. Hit him as well. I killed them both.
Oh, you can't loot me, bro. Hell no. Hell no, bro. Hell no, you can't loot me, bro.
I can't fucking get up here. I'm being harassed by this P2. Fuck off, you bitch.
Oh, yeah. You can't loot me.
I'm cooked. He doesn't have any more ammo.
No way you can't loot me, bro.
We just didn't have the means to craft ammunition or medical supplies to pose any meaningful threat in this fight. But even with our hands tied, metaphorically speaking, we had managed to hide a P250 behind this base, and we have the information that there's a body stuck inside this layer of honeycomb here with a potential semi-automatic rifle. So it would definitely be worth going back. But first, we had an unexpected problem that we need to address. Oh my god, bro, the guy came back, the base owner came back, bro. Fuck. The base owner came back. I've got to get in before he spawns in again. Oh. The guy who we found sleeping in this raided base earlier before we took it over was now active, and he's just chilling outside the base. This could be an absolute disaster if he realized that he could simply steal all of our loot by opening this door that he owned. So since our loot was no longer safe in our temporary hideout, the time had come to move out. And since it sounded like the fighting had died down in that last fight, we see if we can get that P2 that we hid earlier. Let's go. Oh my god, hello. Oh my god, hello. It seems like those absolute clown jobs had been trying to get the loot out of this decayed base, so we need to quickly get a base down so we can come back and loot the rest. Oh my god, yes dude. Oh my god, no way. Luckily, it seems like there are plenty of starter shacks that have already been raided here. We take one of these starter shacks over and head straight back to the decayed base to yoink their loot before they return. Wait, our base is about to fall apart, bro. What the hell? Except the base that we had taken over was at 2 HP. We literally were one tick away from our base getting foundation wiped under our feet. We need to find a stone node before our fucking base falls apart. We're saved. Lock in. Oh, lock in. Stone. We're saved. Look how low the base is. 2 HP, 8 HP. In the morning, we head back to the decayed base once more to loot that body trapped in honeycomb that only we know about. And before we leave, we bag ourselves inside the base so we can respawn in it later to see if there's anything useful still left in the base. Then, once we depot everything in our base, it's time to take advantage of this prime location and run the monuments nearby. So we head to Sewer Branch to do the green keycard puzzle. So we put the fuse in, swipe our card details, loot the crates, do some recycling, loot some more crates, acquire the blue keycard and the blueprint fragment before heading to the surface. Except it sounds like the area is active again. So we would have to be very careful when exiting the sewer branch. We do not want to fight anyone unless we absolutely have to. There's a guy on our left. There's a guy there. Okay, there's 2 people there. If we run straight here, we should be okay. Unless these guys spot us. And just like that, on a hype-up server, we had slipped in and out of Sewer Branch without trouble. In fact, we had even spotted a duo at the top of sewer as we left. The chances are that they were about to run the monument, only to realize that they were too late. And it sounds like that was them getting into a fight with the locals. So we kill command to spawn on the body right on the fight to see if we can loot any corpses. Please sir, I've got nothing, don't kill me. Fuck. Well, I don't even think they found the body, bro. Am I trolling? Oh my god, they didn't even loot me. Oh yeah, bro. I don't mind having a spaz 12, I don't mind at all. Wait, what? Strange how these bodies were unlooted, but to our good fortune we had acquired a Spaz 12 shotgun and a green key card and a fuse on top of that. So we run the harbor puzzle while we can for more blueprint fragments and another blue card before heading back to base. By now the sleeping bag that we had placed in that decaying base earlier would have finished this timer, so we kill command once more to spawn inside that base. Cooking boys, absolutely cooking. Alright, let's go. Move more loot. We spawn in this base now. Loot reveal. Okay. Okay. Not bad. The loot is nothing crazy, but the diving gear in particular will be extremely useful for us, providing us with the means to get to the small oil rig in the middle of the ocean. Once we get to base, we do some expansion and base upgrades to ensure that we don't get eco-raided anytime soon, and of course place more boxes down. We use our newly acquired research table to learn some essential blueprints before heading out with a revolver kit to travel across the map back into the jungle. Oi! Relax. Once we get to the water treatment, we use one of our new blue cards to access the locked room for a bunch more crates and red card before we recycle the components that we got to ensure that we can save some more inventory space. And of course we buy a jackhammer from the jungle trader NPC before trudging through the jungle on foot to our OG base. You see, our OG base still had the Thompson SMG and grub guns that we got at the beginning of our journey. And the reason I built the base where I did is because it's conveniently close to the fishing village, where I can purchase a small boat to sail up to the Northern Territory. Now, at this stage, it was time for a short break, but before logging off, I move our boat next to our neighbors 1 by 2. So if raiders were to come into our area and choose a base to raid between me and my neighbor, it would definitely be the neighbor that would get absolutely pounded. Unfortunately, upon returning to the game, our neighbors were roof camping with AK, and our boat had seemingly disappeared. However, that wouldn't be a problem since we had diving gear, so without wasting any time, we start the journey to the small oil rig with nothing but a shotgun in our hands. A decision that I would come to regret, as the scientists had still not been cleared out. This would be exceedingly difficult. Damn, bro, I'm legit almost dead. Hello. But what's that? We hear a boat approach the rig with an AK and a Thompson on board. This was the perfect opportunity for us to make a play. This is AK, bro. Tell me his AK fell. It didn't fall, it didn't fall. Oh, it did. Yes! We out of here, bro. We out of here. And just like that, we had secured 2 very, very nice kits for ourselves. An absolute masterclass, if I don't say so myself. In fact, I believe this would be precisely the most perfect time to very gently tap the like button on this video. Yes. In any case, after we deposit all of our newly acquired goodies in our base, we return to the crime scene yet again with the most criminal loadout of all time, featuring the Spaz 12 shotgun. There's 2 of you guys? Unfortunately, we had passed away due to unforeseen circumstances. However, since we lived so close by, it would take us less than 2 minutes to return, and this time with the formidable double-barrel shotgun. Notice how these bodies are all still relatively unlooted. Clearly, the player who had killed us was full inventory and couldn't finish looting. So the chances are that he's actually still on board the rig and waiting for his teammate to get back. And if he's hiding anywhere, it's going to be in Moonpool, which is essentially the most secure room to hold down as a solo in the entire monument. Oh, this door's closed. I killed him. This guy's got all the loot A. Oh, hell yeah. Take a couple. Bro, how am I supposed to carry this? Oh wait, this is actually fried. Gathering up the most valuable loot that I could get my hands on, I swim straight back to base. And before we go back again to ensure we loot every inch of the oil rig, we research the harpoon and spears. Bro, this guy isn't even looted. Oh yes, dude, give me that. An auto turret. Now, with an inventory full of diving gear, it was finally time to depart the oil rig, at least for a little while. Our biggest problem now was storage, and as all our boxes were genuinely filled to the max capacity, the time had come for farming, so we can work on expanding the base. Or at least that was the plan, until the big dogs had caught us trespassing in their territory. Oh,
Hello, bro.
Allow
Hey,
it, bro.
hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Man?
why you farming? Why you farming wood?
Sorry, bro. Is this your island? Oh. That's bad, bro. I can't have them know where I live, bro. It actually is a disaster. Lads, I know that we are a very small channel at the moment, but consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It really does help me out a lot. And also buckle in, because these vids are not stopping anytime soon.